Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to Mafia 3. Now, this is one I think a fair few people have been waiting for with some excitement. Now, a few things we need to cover off before we begin. Number one, you've probably noticed I'm playing this just a little bit early. This doesn't actually come out for a couple of days yet. Now, the only way I'm actually able to do that is because I had to go to 2K's house to go and do this. So this is literally me playing and recording inside a 2K facility. As a result, I'm using one of their computers. This is a pre-launch build of the game that doesn't contain like all the content. It's like a really, really big demo. It's like almost all of the game, but like some bits I can't quite do yet. There's like a few bits that are kind of set out fully for me to do today. But like it's not actually the full game. And this was, if you like, in some capacity made in collaboration with 2K, which means actually, officially, legally, I do actually have to disclose that. So yes, this was indeed made in collaboration with 2K, but for avoidance of doubt, I have not been paid any money whatsoever. I'm just recording inside 2K's house. Now that leads me on to point number two. If this video looks or sounds a little bit different to how some of my other videos do, that is again because I'm not recording like using my usual rig. They set up the game, they set up the recording software, they set up everything. So if anything looks or sounds a little bit different, that's why this wasn't recorded on my computer and thus isn't necessarily going to record using the same bitrate or whatever as I would. And thirdly, and most importantly, I am going to call this game Mafia 3 a few times. I know this game is called Mafia 3, and when I'm thinking about it, I know this game is called Mafia 3. But for some reason, and doctors are still trying to figure out why, my brain, when it's on autopilot, will pronounce the word Mafia as Mafia, even though there is no reason for it to be done as such. So sorry about that in advance. Right, that's all the announcements out of the way. We can get into the game, though first I have to get this car back up the right way. This isn't going to work, is it? Alright, got a new car. Let's go fight some crime or commit some crime. Sometimes the game's a bit ambiguous about which one you're doing. So this is where the game said, this is New Orleans, or rather, it's not, which I'm quite pleased about, because I've never been entirely sure how you're supposed to pronounce New Orleans, and there appears to be some level of debate. So, we've fortunately sidestepped that whole embarrassing issue, because this isn't New Orleans, it's very, very closely based on New Orleans, but it's actually New Bordeaux instead. Though I think they didn't actually check whether there already was a New Bordeaux, because there already is a New Bordeaux. It's in Canada, it's in northern Montreal, I checked. So game structure is probably broadly what you expect. It's a big map, it's open world, the whole thing's divided up into districts. You go to district, the little squares there are little missions. You go and you do the missions and thereby take over districts. So let's probably head over to the French district first off and I'll show you how all that fits together. Here's one thing I do love about New Bordeaux, by the way. It's got flipping roundabouts. You don't get roundabouts in games anywhere near enough, so we can just go round and round and round. And they work properly. Like when you're entering the roundabout, like the road signs clearly indicate you be in the right-hand lane in order to turn right, and everyone else needs to be in the left-hand lane to go round. And I'd prefer it if there were also signals indicating you had to be in the left lane of 3 if you wanted to actually go round to the left. But I'll take it, because it's a roundabout. Why do we not get roundabouts in games? This is marvellously good news. The game mode I'm playing in, by the way, is about like halfway through the game or something, I've been told. I've been kind of skipped forward to about halfway in, so like loads of stuff is unlocked that won't necessarily be unlocked at the very beginning of the game. The overarching plot of the game is basically you want to take apart a big criminal family, and you're going to do it by building an even bigger criminal family. So you're kind of going to out-criminal the criminals and take over the city for yourself. So you're not actually doing anything legal. You're not actually like a police officer or anything. You are definitely a criminal. In fact, you're the biggest, nastiest criminal of all, I suppose. And that means one of the mechanics is supposed to be like, the police watch you and they object to you, which I guess they probably would do anyway, because it's set in 1960s America and you're a not white person. So, you know, there's two reasons why the police are supposed to mind you. So when you go past them, like you get the little kind of blue coney arrowy things that tell you, hey, the police are watching you, don't do anything illegal. When I first saw that, I should have meant, okay, right, obey the traffic laws now, because they'll be on me if I so much as don't indicate. But no, the police seem to take a bit of a relaxed attitude. So I'm going to go up to this guy over here, and I'm just going to start beeping at him. Hello? Black man driving a really nice car in 1960s America. I'm moderately confident that's okay. Now I'm just going to drive onto the sidewalk, and I'm actually going to try and block him, because I'm moderately confident that if in America jaywalking is illegal, then parking your car on the pavement... No. You're not getting past. Go. He really does not mind. This cop is... He really does not want to be accused of being a racist. He's desperately trying to avoid that. Okay, I'm just going to destroy some property in front of him next. And destroyed that. Is that a crime? I think I actually just flung a bit of phone box at him. and blocked him again. He's still 100% fine. I mean, he's watching me. That's what the blue cone gets. Oh, there's someone else coming by too. There's a police cruiser passing by. That's the blue thing. Crash into a lamppost now. I think he actually just had to dive out of the way of me. No, that was fine too. Just destroy and crash and... Nope, the police are really calm about this. This is our hero, by the way, Lincoln Clay. His backstory is basically he was just a normal guy till he went to Vietnam. And then when he got back from Vietnam, he developed, like, superpowers or something. Because he is pretty much the Superman of murder. He also demonstrates a really interesting secret of badass naming protocols. Which is, if you take any American president's surname and make it a first name, and then add any word related to, like, rocks or stones or whatever as a surname, it's guaranteed to be badass. Here, let me show that to you. This is our hero, Washington Stone. This is our hero, Jefferson Rock. This is our hero, Bush Pebbles. Okay, fine, that one doesn't work quite so well. You know in Pitman there was that problem where if you stood too close to civilians, they would like actually eventually get really annoyed at you and go and tell security that something suspicious was going on when you'd done nothing more than literally stand next to them. The people in Mafia 3 kind of have the opposite problem, which is as a black guy in 1960s America where everyone's making racial slurs in their incidental dialogue all the time, you can just go up to white people and run into them over and over and over again and they just do not care. Anyway, let's quickly steal a pink car and be on our way to the French district and I'll show you how the actual game works. Also, you have rear view mirrors. I really like that you've got an actual working rear view mirror. That's really good. That's way better and more realistic than a little kind of clicky button to look backwards. That you can do that anyway, but yes, mainly it's about the rear view mirror. Love that thing. Okay, we totally will go to the French district in a moment. Ignore the blood on the roof, by the way. That's someone else's, not mine. But first we've got a garage and you can dive out of cars, so I need to check how that's going to work. And it does indeed explode. Lovely. Not that big an explosion. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, I just jaywalked in front of a cop. And he did not care. The police, so bloody relaxed. They will just overlook anything. It's marvellous. They're fast. Ooh. Apparently I have to kill those people over there. Why do I have to kill those people over there? I don't know. I think the psychosis has just taken over because at this point the UI in my brain is just saying kill, kill, kill. That'll teach you for working for a garage. And you for not putting out the fire fast enough. Yeah, that shows you, by the way. And I think there's someone else from today. I'm not sure this guy's even... Yeah, that'll teach you for wearing a hat. I don't even know what's wrong with these people. I really am the bad guy. Also, I'm going to steal their car now. There's also a bunch of just like random stuff, like shops around the map. There's a supermarket over here, so I'm going to go check that out. That's pretty much the fastest way I can stop, I think. So, quickly hop out here. Round to go. So yeah, this is just a random supermarket right here. Oh, trespassing? Am I trespassing? Oh. Oh, no colours allowed. Oh, really? Shall we see about that? So just a quick... Ooh! One quick face slam for you. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. And face slam for you. And there's one other person over there by the Captain Crunch. And 3 in a row. Guess you could say I'm a serial killer. Captain Racist Avenger, away! Oh dear, it looks like another black guy being hassled by the cops. Well, this looks like a job for the Racist Avenger. And pleasingly, the cops have kind of turned their back on me, so I can just... Oh no! Oh wait, hang on, I was supposed to... There we are! I wanted to do the one-button takedown. But now that guy's witness... Okay, he's unconscious. We've actually got an alert going on right now. Right, good. I can show off how the chasers work. So basically, now I'm in a big circle of flashy red and blue, and that means I've got to get away from the cops. It's not actually that easy, however, because, like, all the cars in this game are, you know, not necessarily that flipping fast. Generally, the police cars are as fast as any car you've actually got. So straight up, like, outrunning the police doesn't work particularly well. And there's not much in the way of, like, jumps and ramps and whatever, and not as many, like, big bridges as you have in GTA 5. So it's relatively more difficult to, like, lose the cops just by throwing yourself off of stuff. So as a result, like... It seems to be mainly about causing pile-ups. Like, you can see actually behind me there, like, one of the cops kind of, like, because I squeezed between, like, a couple of cars, I think one of the cops kind of maybe crashed or something, and as a result, oh, I need to stop crashing, by the way. And so, oh, and I've run into another cop as well. So yeah, the cops do kind of keep coming from all angles. A bit of my car's just fallen off my car. That's 100% fine. And now the police are back on me. Also, I really like this. They actually shoot for your tyres, you can see there. So, like, actually right now I'm going really, really slowly. And there's lots of sparks being kicked up. So that's fine. I will escape using the power of willpower. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. There's totally no crime. Now I just need to kind of get over here, and this strikes me as salvation! Textbook. And now I just swim to freedom. So long, losers! And we're back and the police are off our tails. Marvellous. Now, obviously, that car's a bit total, so I'm going to need a new one. Fortunately, there's a way I can get a new one. So over in your weapon wheel, you can get a vehicle delivery. That's free after a certain point. So you can kind of pick all the cars you've unlocked. I didn't actually unlock any. Those 6 were already unlocked. So I'm not sure, like, I assume you do unlock new ones and doing bonus missions and whatever. So here comes my new car. So you can probably, like, see from, like, you know, the one-button takedowns, the sneakiness, the car delivery. This game's, like, got bits of lots of other games, and you might recognise bits of Watch Dogs and bits of Far Cry. It does feel quite like a modern Ubisoft game in many ways. Anyway, let's get back to the flipping French ward and actually do a proper mission. So you begin each mission by kind of going and finding someone who's going to help you take over the relevant district, one per district. This guy's about, this'll do. Marvellous, nice and smooth. So in we go and we're speaking to Harold Corley, who's going to tell me how exactly we take over this district.
Assume you're still publishing that rag of yours.
If it bleeds, it leads. And with you out there doing what you're doing, Christ, can't print copies fast enough.
You have something for me?
Whores. You want high-end whores in the French ward, you go to Handsome Harry Rubber Show, Lou Marcano's hand-picked man.
Probably a safe bet that Lou funnels all his VIPs Harry's way.
You like to fuck, Harry's the man you want to see. He's got it all covered. Hookers on the corner, porno shoots, and if you got the money, he'll let you live out your sickest fantasies.
Usually a good idea to cut off the big money first. Hurt an asshole like Harry right out of the gate.
I can see the headlines now. New Bordeaux's Blue Bloods cotton sex scandal. Or maybe the city's dark, perverted heart.
I'll see what kind of information I can get out of Harry's people about the operation. And the high rollers.
So now a whole bunch of missions appear on the map. Some of them are kill people, some of them are destroy things, some of them are save people, and you go and do some of those. You don't need to do all of them, just a handful of them. So if you want to, you can just do just the saving or just the killing, just the destroying, whatever you feel most like doing, really. So I'm going to start off by entering enemy turf here, and I need to destroy stagflicks. Is that a nice euphemism for porn? Anyway, you're going to get knifed because you're a bad person. The radar says you're red, which means you're bad. And what I'm going to do now is figure out who else is here. I'm going to do that with my Lincoln Clay Vision. Lincoln Clay Vision is basically just, you can basically activate it anytime you're standing still, and it basically just shows you where enemies and stuff that's of interest is. So that just basically lets you spot enemies. It's really, really bloody useful. And as far as I can tell, you basically start the game with it. Unless, of course, you need to unlock it early on. And then you just go and stab this guy in the back. And interestingly, civilians really do not care about murder. Like, that prostitute is not going to go and call the police. So we found stagflicks. Okay, yeah, so it's probably like pornographic reels or something. And now we're going to set that on fire. And that's knocked $2,500 off the 100 grand total. Now what's going on there is basically, right now the boss is like hidden or in hiding or whatever, I don't know. And we've got to lure him out. If you do enough damage to his district, he'll return to the club and then you can confront him. So I've got to do $100,000 worth of damage, and you going to look away or something at some point? Because actually I'm not sure if you need to kill him, but I kind of want to, because I feel like that woman looks a bit scared. So get him a revolver, and bye-bye. Lovely. He's now dead. You going to run away? That's fine. Oh, I literally shot him inside a table. Don't worry, madam, I'll get rid of him for you. I also want to kind of test out the physics. I'm going to pop him on the stairs, and he kind of slides. I was hoping for more of a roll, but never mind. The other nice thing you can do, by the way, is, like, you don't need to do just, like, big things like killing major targets. If there's just, like, little piles of money sitting around, like, just little bits of cash sitting on the table, if you take that, that is deducted off the damage remaining, which is really quite good. So, like, if you want to, you can just go around basically robbing bars. It will take a while, but you could do it if you wanted to. Anyway, let's move on to an assassination one instead. I've got to kill one of the Handsome Harry's enforcers. Got it. Let's go over here then. Ah, hang on. No, this is one of the interrogate sections. Okay, these are a bit more interesting. So obviously we've got to interrogate this guy. We can't interrogate him when his bodyguards are watching. So one of them just went round the back. Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll just quickly knife you. Obviously the prostitute over to the side won't mind in the slightest. And now I'm going to lure him over because I've got my special whistle ability. The whistle ability is almost slightly overpowered. It's basically just the ability to summon a single enemy to where you are, but it's almost always just one. So we'll just grab him, pull him back, and because he's an interrogate, we don't murder him. Instead, we just take him to a quiet place, and we threaten him.
You're gonna tell me all about the playhouse.
The boss has some VIP customers coming in. Sick fuckers who like to hide the glass. I can tell you where they're gonna be.
So at this point, I can either kill him for $2,000 or I can recruit him and keep him for $4,000. So you probably should, you know, recruit him because it knocks more money off. But I don't like this guy very much, so I'm going to stab him in the face. And now I've got a new objective, kill the kinky VIPs. So obviously they're kind of the elite, so as a result they'll be worth more money, and also you're going to die now. Also, one thing odd that you'll notice now, by the way, is a witness is calling the police, because if civilians see you murdering just like random people, they'll call the police and everything will go a bit wrong. However, if they see you murdering people who are like, you know, gangsters or whatever, they don't call the police because they're like, you know, you're supposed to be killing those guys. So there's a bit of a weird double standard. Everyone's like, oh, well that guy over there wearing a fancy hat got murdered, don't mind. Oh my god, he killed that guy over there with a slightly less fancy hat. Call the police immediately. So I've gone and hunted down one of the VIPs. Captain Penny's is up here in a slightly larger complex with more people into it. So go into sneaky mode, use my Lincoln Clay vision, and just go around. Luckily, people have, like, no peripheral vision, so we'll just go around, and we're just going to take out the guards quietly, one by one. One guy over there. Yeah, we'll find you run up to him. Like, seriously, people are very unperceptive. In fact, even if they are seeing you can basically just run straight at them, and then take a moment to, that guy who I've never seen before running at me with a knife. Maybe I should call the... And then he's got, you know, a knife in his throat, so it doesn't really matter. More guys over there, but that guy will never see me. Like, seriously, 1960s America needed to hurry up and invent the opticians, because these guys are all incredibly short-sighted. So we just skip around the outside here. Because she's not like a target over there, she won't care in the slightest. None of those prostitutes will actually care about me, and if she sees me, won't care either. It's only the guys in red that mind. These people, if there's just a random black guy with a knife, they're 100% fine with that. Like, seriously, 1960s America was way more progressive than I remember. But a guy in there...
Hey! Hey!
What's happening?
You okay?
I don't know what I'm seeing right now, but it looks weird, so I'm going to go through the window and kill this guy, because I think he might have done a bad thing. Yeah, I feel like you deserve to die, but I'm just not quite sure why. And there we are, a very tiny amount of money on the side there, so that's just $750 off the damage remaining. Lovely. And back out we go, heading over to Captain Penny's. We should just be able to avoid these guys here. Yeah, you won't see me. You two, the girls don't mind me in the slightest. Those guys are kind of facing away, so I should just be able to skip straight past the door, because even if they catch sight of you for a second, you've kind of got, like in Hitman, you've got a moment to get away before they really properly see you, and now we're almost at Captain Penny's. Now, there's one guy coming this way first. It might be more sensible to... Yeah, actually, I could have just dragged him around the corner right then. I missed my opportunity, but first, Captain... Oh! He likes dressing up as Ronald McDonald and delivering orations to prostitutes. Alright, that is one way to get you jolly. So, head over here. You see, I'm running straight at him, but just by running up to him and then stabbing him in the throat, like, I got him before a general... Do you not mind? Everyone is so relaxed about this. Right, through the window to get behind him, and stabby, 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 and you know what? You shouldn't go to McDonald's. It's probably, like, high in cholesterol or whatever. So, obviously, that was a massive chunk of money because he was a VIP. So, like, going up to the interrogation-y people and interrogating them is a very good way to clear the districts relatively quickly. So, yeah, VIP is really, really good. And then at this point, just finish off all of these lads. Like, it's actually pretty easy to remain stealthy through the whole mission. If anything, like, I'd probably recommend, like, if you're going to buy this game, putting it straight up onto hard. I'm playing this on the medium difficulty, and it's generally quite simple to stay hidden, so I'd rather the stakes are a little bit high. I'm really sorry to that prostitute, by the way. You ducked at just the right time. And obviously, none of these guys actually mind. They won't call the police, because the only people I'm murdering are, you know, the bad people. So it's okay, apparently. So, on to the next target, and we've got someone to kill, apparently. Handsome Harry's enforcers, and, ooh, a bunch of other stuff down in the basement as well. So, yes, indeed, there's a door right here. So I can go in the basement, trespassing, do the little lockpicking minigame. Now I can just burn these stag films through. Oh, dear. Apparently, that made noise. People are hearing the fire, or maybe they're seeing the smoke. Yes, okay, everyone's coming now, so we're going to have to do this the violent way, I think. So take cover. And now, we're probably going to be wanting to get out, yes, the biggest gun, I would say. This thing. Machine gun, machine gun, machine gun, machine gun. And you're nice and dead. Lovely. You don't have much health, but the little blue bar above my health bars in the bottom left there means right now... Oh, yes, you're going to die as well. Means I have a tactical vest on right now, so I should be in pretty good shape. and the guy needs to be killed decided to come to me. Very convenient, and he is dead. Marvelous. So that's a pretty easy way to take care of it too. He's died for $15,000 in one go, and I can burn the remaining pornography. So there we are. That's only 2,500 go, but it's nice and quick and easy. So coming into this place, nice easy dump of money. Lovely. I've come to find another VIP, but I think I've actually come back to the building I was in earlier, but now it's been repopulated and redressed for something else, because now one of the special VIP people is inside it. So, yes, it's the exact same guy, isn't it? Yeah, so you need to die a second time. I'm pretty sure you have died twice now. There's definitely no chance of a third time, and now we've got this guy. Oh, dear.
It's just, you're scaring me, baby.
Yeah, I think you need to die, you creepy, creepy bastard. 20,000 for you, and let's let you out as well. I feel like you got in a little bit over your head there, quite frankly. I suspect very bad things were about to happen to you. So you be on your way. Lovely. And now I can just help myself to all the money on the table, and we are almost done with this district. I think this is like one of like the mid-game districts, probably one of the easier ones. And now, as I say, like, oh! Didn't even mean to kill you. Sorry, I was just going to sneak behind you. My finger slipped. Sorry. But you see that there's cash behind the bar. So, like, I don't even need to, like, go around murdering people if I want to. I can just basically rob this guy's just head behind the bar, grab the money, and that's 1,250. There's more money over there. I could just do that and clear out the entire area that way. So, $100,000 worth of damage done, return to the bloke who gave us the mission, and move straight on.
Sounds like Handsome Harry's a little agitated. Apparently even his clientele can't get their jollies while being shot at.
Is he back at the Plow House?
He prefers to call it on Beljardin after the flower shop it's attached to. But yeah, he's there. Probably wishing he had a tit he could cry into.
You a sick motherfucker, Carly, but thanks for the help.
So now, as a result, the boss of the area has kind of spawned in his den, and we can go and take him out. But obviously, like, that's the biggest, most well-guarded den in the whole area. There's nothing to stop me doing it just as I have been doing, like sneaky style, but there's going to be so many guards and sentries and something that it might well go a bit tits up, so it's more likely to descend into insane mad violence as well. So, here we are at the flower shop that's like the front for his little prostitution ring, and oh, you saw me for a second. But we're okay, right? Okay, in that case, I'm just going to whistle you over here. I'm going to see something I really, really like, by the way, which is when you cover takedown someone, you stab them, and then you immediately pull them into the same cover you're in. So you don't just leave the body where someone else is going to sit. And time kind of seems to freeze while you're doing that, to be honest. So, like, if someone would see you doing the kill, they most don't. You don't mind me, do you? No, because you're not a bloke in red. You don't mind the black guy with the knife in the brothel. You're all fine with that. So, another whistle should get this guy's attention. He will now mosey on over to me. And that prostitute on the right, she is not going to care. So yeah, press B and we'll just get him, pull him into cover. And a couple of people are going to see this, but no one's going to go and tell the other guard. And no one's going to call the police. Because, yeah, civilians just don't do that. Let's head upstairs. And a few guys up there. Yeah, you see, there's quite a few guys floating around. So we've got to be a bit careful here. So, what do we have? Yeah, quite a few. Ooh, a sniper point, though. May or may not use that later. We'll see. So go through here. Lots of guys in this room. Okay, I need to lure one of these guys over if I can. So moving to cover over here. And then I'll give a whistle just to get one of those guys' attention. However, if I kill him, there's too much chance that other guy might see. So I'm going to come back over here, hide in here, and then I'm going to do a second whistle to draw him around here. Because then I'll pull him around the corner out of the way, and then definitely no one will see that. So, second whistle. But if there's a second whistle, like, they get a bit more panicked and he's pulled out a shotgun. So now, we'll kill him, pull him. He tried to get away, but he's not getting away. So, obviously, we could have picked up his shotgun as well. So now, there's only... Is it one guy or two? I think it's just one guy in this room. I think the other guy's a bartender. So we'll lure you over with another whistle, my good man. And, oh, he's coming a bit... Oh, he sees... Oh, dear. Okay, things gone... Oh, he's a sentry. Oh, he's going for the phone. He's going for the phone. Stop him getting to the phone. Just rugby tackle him down. Beautiful. The bartender's a bit panicked, but fortunately is not going to go and tell any of the rest of the staff. Right, so he was a sentry. If he'd have got to the phone, I think reinforcements show up at the front, and thus there's a lot more trouble to deal with. Plus, there's a general... Oh, dear. I think there might be a general alert anyway because he got a full look at me. So now everyone's panicking a little bit. So right now I'm technically in combat, but if I can just stay hidden for a moment, I'll go back into searching and then peaceful. But possibly I should just take this as a sign from God and start murdering everyone. I mean, that's what the voices in my head are telling me. So, back upstairs, and now we've got a handful of people over. Oh dear. The same thing's about to... Yes, you're coming at the same stupid wide angle. Well, that's fine. I guess we'll just shoot you, and reload the revolver faster. Lovely. Luckily, he's got a shotgun and he's at range. That doesn't work very well for him. My tactical vest is tanking very effectively. There's another one, isn't there? Maybe there's not. At this point, money doesn't matter in terms of, like, the area, but it is useful, of course, just for buying stuff. So... bunch of people running around, but they don't know where I am. Reload nice and quickly. Medicine cabinet just gives you another health top. It doesn't actually top up your health. It gives you a... oh, run up to him, and just a quick friendly... ooh, we spared him. We just bashed him with a gun. Everyone else got knifed in the throat. Apparently, I just like the look of that guy. He's coming over here too. You also get battered with the gun. The one-hit takedowns are a little bit too strong, to be honest. Ooh, and you get punched out too. Yeah, it just feels a little bit too easy, because, like, even if someone's seen you, they never block. They can't block. You basically just run up to them and you tap B, and they're taken out of the game, either by being, like, knocked unconscious. But I think unconscious people are never woken up, so you go head splat now, and someone else comes up. You also go head splat. Okay, because you can aim quite accurately ahead of popping out. So, oh, you're behind me, you're behind me, you're behind me. Screw you, screw you, screw you. Oh, that's a sentry. Oh, dear. A sentry is going for the phone. I should probably... no, that's not the way. He's going for the phone behind the bar. Go, get the sentry. Stop him. Stop him. Rugby tackle him. Don't you finish that call, you. Hopefully, he didn't just call in reinforcements. I'm not sure whether that counts or not. He might not have finished the call, so I think we might be just about okay. All right. Next up, we've got more over here. I don't know what the skull symbol means, by the way. I think it might mean sniper, because I've seen people with that symbol with sniper rifles. Yeah, I think he's got a rifle, so I've got to be a little bit careful with him. But that's fine. We should be able to out. Oh, pop up, you bastard. Come on, up you pop. There we go. Your head went pop. Now, ooh, hang on. We've got ourselves a rifle. That sounds useful. Let me see, I've already got a sniper rifle, so I don't need your rifle. I brought my own. I came flipping prepared. So, rifle out. Now we just need to find a good target. Come on, I know you're around there somewhere. Wait for him to pop out. And kapop. So now we should just be able to pick up a few of these guys down there from this cover pretty easily. Another one goes down. Lovely. We're weakening him now. I think there are more guys here than when I started, so I suspect actually the sentry calling that number may have brought in a few extra guys, because I think a few extra guys came and reinforced the boss's office there. Alright, up to the boss's office. We should just be able to snipe the boss and his one remaining bodyguard here. There's nothing to stop me doing this all sneaky stealthy like. So you could just like finish off all of his guards and then sneak in and then just, you know, knife him in the back of the neck before anyone realises what's going on. That is arguably a lot more badass. Hello! Ooh, you lucky get. Oh, boss just got in a good hit. That's fine. Use one on... oh, it's not a health kit. It's technically adrenaline. I inject myself with adrenaline to get my health back. One guy over there. Hello. Ooh! He just went flipping diagonal for a second, but now he's dead. And we've now just got the boss left. So, as he's taking cover, I would say, grenade for you. You've got throwables in this game. Oh, that worked. The fun thing is, by the way, you can't actually murder the boss with a gunshot. You can put him into his I'm down state, but to actually finish him off, you need to like go up to him and hold B so that you can't just like, you know, snipe him. You can get him down by sniping him, but like you do actually have to like, you know, take out the bodyguard in his room somehow. So I can just empty bullets into him and he will never ever die. Until I go up to him and hold B, thereby meaning you have to at least take out the bodyguards in the same room as him first, he is not defeated. So now I can kill him for $2,000, or I can add him to my racket and he's going to work for me. I'm not sure why you wouldn't just add him to the racket, but I'm going to do that on this occasion.
Smart man.
So now he works for me and I'm sure he'll be 100% loyal. And now I choose to assign this area to one of my underlings. That unlocks new stuff for me. So basically you assign areas depending on what upgrades you want to unlock. So there's a bit of divergence in what equipment and abilities are available to you depending on who you choose. And I'm assuming it might all have plot implications yet, though I didn't see any of that while I was playing. So the one I just unlocked, by the way, was I got a new ability which was the operator. So now if like a witness tries to go for the phone, I can now block that off so it doesn't work anymore. And there's all sorts of stuff I can do. I can get the police off my back in a given district for a minute if I'm willing to pay for it. I can summon an arms dealer. So that's basically like a shop on the move. Rather than there being like gun shops actually floating around the map, you just call up a gun shop and it comes to you and it's... Did you just flipping crash? I think he just crashed. Well done, gun shop. And obviously that's where you buy your guns, you upgrade your guns. You also upgrade Lincoln there. You take Lincoln there and he buys upgrades for himself out of the back of a van. And obviously this is where you can pick up the weapons that you've unlocked. So for example, that there Barker 1500 Tactical, I assume I unlocked in one of the missions, or it may well have already been unlocked in the save file. So you can just basically get weapons that suit your playstyle. You're allowed to carry just like one big rifle and one handgun in this game, plus one sort of like throwable explosive thing. So you change your loadout here in these vans, but luckily because you can call the van to you anywhere, it's really not much of an inconvenience. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is a district taken over. There's a little bit more to this version I've been given here today, so I'm going to do a little bit more of this tomorrow. But for the moment, I think that is enough for now. But Mafia 3, really quite interesting. Like, I've been enjoying it. The cars are nice to drive, the gunplay is nice, I like all the mechanics to it. It does feel like, if I had to, like, you know, say it was most like a game, it does feel a lot like Watch Dogs crossed with Far Cry. So if you like that sort of thing, there's a good chance you might like this. The soundtrack's amazing too, by the way, but I can't actually have any of that on for you. I literally had to disable that because, yes, none of it is licensed music for YouTube, so YouTube would have had a bit of a fit if I'd even tried to have it on. So, I'm going to go up to the posh, nice district tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll have an explore around there and see what else we can find and play with some of the bigger, more fancy, explosive guns and take on some rather fun little assassination missions I'm told are up in that direction. So, that's tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Mafia 3. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I want everyone to get into a single highly explodable thing, and then I want none of these 30 people to blow that thing up while everyone else is on it. Are there any planes here that aren't on fire or broken? No! I'm almost with you! Which has been going spectacularly well so far. Right, I'm going to... Oh, no! You utter bastards!